at that spot that it's all about consistency. You know, you can't be a sometime guy when you play corner in our system. You have to be consistent, and I think Greg's been that. I don't know if we've necessarily seen a bunch of flashy plays. He's gotten a couple interceptions, but the consistency has been good to us, and that's the most important thing.
Is there anything you need to work on?
No, you know, it's all of it. You know, as we go through, it's a great competition at that spot. You know, really, with Marcus Peters, Cleveland Wallace, what he's doing, and then obviously the young guys. But it's a really good and healthy competition. The guys are pushing each other.
Sark, how is the health of the team going into your fifth day?
I think we're pretty good. You know, we have our natural bumps and bruises. You know, it'd be good when we can get Shane Brostick back out here. Obviously, Azim Victor's a little bit nicked up with his foot. So we have that kind of stuff and some guys with some shoulders, but nothing serious, which is a good thing. I think the ACL guys have all responded well. We gave Jesse basically the day off today. Tomorrow we'll give the majority of them off tomorrow night so that they really get Saturday and Sunday off, and then we can come back to Monday. So we give them 2 days rest. But so far so good. I mean, where Colin Tanagawa's at, where Deontay Cooper's at, I mean, they've been working tremendously. Obviously gave Jamora a very light day today as well, but nothing serious in that sense. It was just rest. So I feel good about where we're at. I think we have the natural fatigue of finishing up day 5 of training camp in a pretty physical one so far.
I was going to say, too, it looks like that with the field turf, obviously it's brand new. Is there kind of a period where you have to make it settle? Because it looked like there was some slipping and
that's why we needed to get on it. That's why we're practicing really in the stadium so much right now. Is we need to be on the field. We need to get it to settle in some. So that's why we're out here, and that's why our drills are moving around so much, so that we're using all portions of the field.
And how was yesterday's as far as getting on a different surface?
It was good for us. You know, the VMAC is a great facility. I thought it was good for us to get on the grass and to practice on the grass. I thought it was good for us to get in a different element, different surroundings. As we well know, it's well documented about how important it is for us to go on the road this year and play well. And so a lot of that played into it. Obviously 4 road games on the grass this year out of 5, and understanding how to play in different elements. And we played some different music for them yesterday that maybe wasn't their favorite. So it's just getting them to focus on what they need to focus on, and that's their job for each play.
What music was that?
I don't know. I think we had some bad '80s rock music yesterday. I'm not exactly sure what that was. Well, not to me and you, Adam, but maybe to them it was bad '80s rock.
Hey, Coach, on mechanics for a quarterback, when they come in, I'm sure you probably work with them, but as they get further into their career at the University of Washington, what's your philosophy on changing things up?
Well, we do a lot of the things we change up is with footwork. We do some subtle things with the way they carry the ball. We don't try to mess too much with release points. There'll be some subtle things, but we don't make wholesale changes. You know, my son's 8 years old. He's starting to throw the way he's going to throw, and I'm trying to tweak him now because muscle memory, when you start throwing that, even when you're an infant and building your way up, it's hard to break that all of a sudden when you're 19, and then it becomes a mental thing. So we try to make some subtle changes to things that we think can help them, but we don't make wholesale changes when it just comes to the release. We do work with footwork and posture and things of that nature, but the release is the release. And our guys, if you notice, are very different. The way Keith throws the ball to Siler's release, to Jeff's release, to Troy's release, those things are different. But when you watch the ball handling, the footwork and things, they can look very, very similar when they're doing those types of drills.
We hear you screaming a lot, let's go between plays. Are you happy with the pace at this point?
I think it's good. I think it's been good. I think we can get better, and I think we will get better. One of the challenges when you script practice like we are right now, we're trying to incorporate different personnel groupings, a lot of different formations, and so when that stuff's going on, you get slowed down a bit. When we get into a few of our team settings that we have where it's non-scripted, we can stay in the same formation a little bit more and go a little bit faster. So that is going to be a point of emphasis. It's funny you brought that up because it's something that I noticed today that I think we need to increase our tempo, and especially with our young guys. And it's hard, you know, they're trying to get lined up and get a signal and get the right split and know their assignment and all those things. But you know, that's, if we want them to be part of this team early in their career, the faster they learn it, the better off they'll be.
You got a wide receiver out there who looks like it's going to be tough to keep off the field. John Ross is throwing the kitchen sink at him, seeing how he reacts? You back
Well, he's everything everybody's got, our entire team's got. And John has really played well. I mean, I think of the 5 practices we've had, 4 of them have been very impressive. He maybe had one where he wasn't his best practice, didn't get a lot of opportunities, but he's performed at a high level. I think he's a guy with elite speed, but he has a nice feel for catching the ball and understanding routes and how to set guys up in his routes. And he's very bright. He works at it, he studies, and that's helped him as well. He's able to go in and play because he's prepared himself mentally as well as physically. There'll be a little bit of a scrimmage portion at the end of tomorrow night's practice. It won't be an entire scrimmage. Our real full first scrimmage will be next Tuesday.
Sark, I know on Monday you mentioned that there might be some clearinghouse type situation. Any resolution on anybody?
We're all good. Everybody's in. We're all qualified, and we're excited for all the guys, and I'm glad they get to hang with us and stay with us and be part of our team.
Is that as early as those things have ever been?
I think so. I think there's a little bit new process that they use now and that they go through, and that's, it's great. And they clarified a rule now so the guys can actually practice with us. We don't have to send them home and then bring them back. The way the rules work, that once they come to summer school with us in the summer, they already count as a scholarship athlete for us. So you get to keep them through training camp until we find out the resolution on when they clear or whether they clear or not. So these guys were able to practice 5 practices here, and then the final couple guys got cleared today, and we're excited that they get to stay with us.
Is that list include Basham or no? Is it still?
No, he's not. All righty, guys.
Thanks.